everyone, Leo here, and welcome to Module 5 of this um, the complete the complete guide that I'm putting together for real estate agents that want to use Facebook for their business. And so, currently in Module 5, we are bringing you this here on Sunday night, but I've just been out sick, so I apologize for everybody how behind I've been on this. But I want to get going with putting this guide together. I'm adding this on the back office, so go back and check your back office for the different modules that have been added to in reference to this Facebook marketing guide for real estate agents. All right, so module 5, we're going to be talking about ads managers and business manager. Talking about the ad account setup, right? How you set up your ad account, billing information on your ad account, what to do if you have multiple payments up to set up on your ad account, um, and the type of payments they are accepted, setting up a spending limit, and a little bit about business manager. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with module 5. So many times probably you have done, if you're not familiar with Facebook, probably more likely what you do whenever you need to do an ad, you are on your phone and you are checking notifications that says from Facebook saying something like, oh, you can reach this many people, just hit the, you know, just pay $5 and you can hit this many people. Or if you're already spending $5 using the boost option, probably gonna say, oh, people that spend $10 or $20 are getting this much reach. All right, so that's what is called basically a boost option. And what I would advise you to do is actually get familiar with the ads platform, the ads manager platform within Facebook, which is you can access that preferable within your computer. There's a mobile app for Facebook Ads Manager, but there are limited options. So I will suggest you to go ahead and get familiar. If you have a computer, go on a computer, and once you're on your Facebook, you'll select this upside down triangle, and basically you go and create ads and manage ads. All right. If this is your very first time, you're probably gonna see something like this, right? Create a new account where you're gonna go ahead and name it. You're gonna say if you get advertising for somebody else, it's gonna ask you for a time zone, currency, and obviously that's all it takes for you to create the ad. The very first time you uh, try to set up an ad, it's probably what you're gonna go through. Okay. Next step is probably more likely that you need to set up your billing payment information. You'll get that by clicking either on this gear over here, settings, or if you see this up menu over here, you can click on all tools if you don't see settings over here, and you're gonna see settings in there. And that's how you can access the payment settings options. In this account that I have here, this is a test account, so I don't have that permission. But basically, you just go and add the payment method that you want under this section. All right. Now, Facebook uses multiple payment options available. You can use credit cards, you can use PayPal, or you can use a coupon. Um, there may be times that you see in an email, you know, here we are, $100, or you probably see an ad from Facebook saying, here we are, we give you $100 if you want to get you started, or $50 coupon to get you started. So that's where you will use this option over here. Now, if you have more than one payment, more than one credit card you want to put on file for X and Y reason, right? Maybe you are a real estate agent or a business owner that you have your ad 24/7 running, and it's critical for you to be running the ad. So then at that point, more likely you probably want to have two credit cards on file. And the reason why is because maybe you feel that it's critical to have the ads running 24/7 because it brings you business over and over. All right. So if you are that type of real estate agent or business owner, you probably have two payment options. Now, other reasons why you may want to have two payment options, I don't know, maybe you're a person that always like to have backup. If that's the case, you can choose at any moment which one you want to be your primary card and which one you want to be your secondary. Okay. Um, there's also the option for you to set up a spending limit. So if you, for some reason, have somebody else manage the ads for you, that's a good reason why you want to set up a spending limit. If you, for some reason, only have a budget of, let's say, $50 or $100 in a month or $200 in a month for ads within Facebook, then that's another reason why you want to set up a spending limit, right? Because you don't want to be, you may not have the opportunity to check every day in your ads, and so you set up a spending limit so that you don't have to be checking every day. For some reason you get so busy you forget, then the spending limit will go ahead and reach and the ad will stop. Okay, so that's a very good reason why you want to have a spending limit. Obviously, if you have an ad agency or you have somebody else running the ads for you, you want to make sure they don't go over that budget that you told them to stick to it. That's another reason why, of course, you can use and set up a spending limit. And as you can see here under billing, once you add your payment information, you also have the set account spending limit. Um, Now, something else you may want to know is when you set up your ad account, you may be asked some other stuff like you're seeing over here. You can set up your address, tax ID information if you are a business owner. It'll ask you if you are an ad agency or not. And the reason why it's going to ask you that is because in case you advertise in France, you want to make sure that they're tracking if you if you're advertising in France or not. I don't know the reason why. I haven't read on it, but that's why it's going to appear for some reason if you see it. Um, this is going to appear only if you are an ad agency, if you select a yes. Now, if this is how you add, this is the section where you add a roles to other people. I will advise you to, if you have an ad account that you use it often, I would advise you that you set up somebody else as that you allow access to somebody else, a family member. But this person, if you're gonna set it up as an admin, make sure they're a person that you trust completely and that you have access to the profile just in case, because um, it's very admin access is a very critical access. They basically can do everything. So be really cautious who you set up admin access. Okay. Now, if you're setting up somebody else, you can see you have other options like advertising or analyst. Um, if it's a person you don't you don't fully trust, then you have these other two levels that you can set up. Well, if it's somebody doing advertising, obviously you want to set up advertiser because then they don't have the option to remove you as an account administrator. Now, if you only have an analyst, they don't have the capability to do some other options you may need like advertising, and I can't think of anything else right now. But yeah, be very cautious you provide account admin access, but I strongly suggest you that you do allow access to somebody else as an account admin. And that could be either your wife, your sister, your brother, your son. I don't know. Think of somebody that you allowed an account admin access so that at least there are two people that can control your ad account. If for some reason your personal profile gets hacked, you forget your password, and you are not able to access, there's so many reasons why you want to have a backup and you want to have somebody that you really trust there as an admin as well. Okay, hope that helps. So let's continue here. In the beginning, if you notice, the topic of this module 5 is Facebook Ads Manager and Business Manager. Now, the reason why is because there's two components to the ads platform within Facebook. Ads Manager is more likely used for uh, businesses or people that only have one specific business and they just want to be running. Um, they don't want to. They only have one simple model within their business, right? Now, a business manager, on the other hand, is for people to be able to control many other um, businesses. Um, for example, a real estate agency that have multiple locations and multiple locations are running ads. Then perhaps that's an example of why of somebody using a business manager. Now, if you, for example, type in business manager, that's how you on Google. Let's see, business, actually Facebook business manager. Okay, that's how you can find the login access, and or another way, the address is business.facebook.com. So what is business manager? Business manager is actually um, like a central place for you to put everything. Like if you are a company, right? Let's say you are the owner of a multi corporation, right? Let's say you have a company that has produces car. Let's say you have another company that produces motorcycles. Let's say you have another company that produces bicycles, right? So all three have different products, and but all these three companies fall under the corporation, which is your corporation. Okay, so business managers will be like your corporation. Um, that controls all the other three companies, right? The car company, the motorcycle company, and the bicycle company. So think of business manager as your central place for you to control many other aspects of the ads platforms. And you, as a real estate agent, you may not have the need of business manager, but I just want you to be aware that business manager exists and what does it do. Because if you ever work with that somebody that will be doing advertising for you, more likely they will be doing it from the business managers because they have the capability to control a lot more um, business accounts, a lot of other accounts from their customers. Like, for example, if you see the front of my business manager, you can see that I have access to other accounts, and that's basically the main function of a business manager, right? You can control other accounts, right? I can control. This is the place where I go to see all the business, the ads account that I have access to. This is a place where I go and I can see all the business pages that I can control. And so that's one of the reasons why somebody will be using an ads manager because they have the need to control a lot of different other settings. Business ads manager is where I can have access to pages, um, ad accounts, um, control the pixels of many other people, Instagram account of other people. So it's basically like my central place for everything that has to do within Facebook, um, especially managing for other people's, right? Other businesses. And I type in here the available options on Business Manager. Okay, within Business Managers, you can create new business assets. Okay, so if I'm a business over here, now for real estate agents, maybe this may not apply, but if you, let's say you become big and you are helping other, let's say you become more of a top producer type agent and you start training people, right? Maybe this is one of the stuff that you can take on for your team, helping them control some of the stuff within Facebook, and um, basically these available options that you see here, like create a new business asset, could be a business asset, could be you can create a new business page. So if you have a new agent that doesn't know how to do that, this is basically what you would do. Just go and create a new business page. If you have a new agent that never done advertising, doesn't have a computer to create an ad account, that you can go and add an ad account over here. You can create it. Okay. Now you may have a limitation on ad accounts. I used to have a limitation. I don't see anymore. I don't know if they went away on that. I gotta see that. By the way, you can claim your business assets. So let's say you want to take ownership of some other page for some reason, right? Let's say my personal profile got hacked, so I gotta close that down and I gotta open a new one. But my personal ad account, I need to transfer under my business account, so my business account manager can have full control of it because it's mine. So that's why I could. That's one of the reasons I could claim a business as mine. I could claim a page as mine. So that's one of the options within Business Manager. Now, obviously, don't be afraid if I have a business manager and I'm trying to claim your business page or your ads account, I cannot do that unless you approve it. So it doesn't mean that, oh, just because I have a business manager, I can claim ownership of any business page on the Facebook or ads manager. No, it doesn't work that way. Let me get some water. Sorry, I'm fighting this cold. All right, so you can also request access to business assets. So me as in, um, so for example, for me, wanted to have access to other business accounts, other business pages, other ad accounts, other um, Instagram accounts, right? That's where I can use this request access to or something else. So for example, if I click on add here, you can see that I can either create, request access to an ad account. Your business need to use this ad account on behalf of another business. So something like for me would be something like this, right? Like say you are a real estate agent that is doing something and then you want me to do something for you an ad, then I will do something like this. I will send a request to access your ad account or add an ad account. Add an ad account, there would be something that will control. Oh, my bad. So this add an ad account, this is where I will add an account, right? Your business will control campaign and billing for this ad account. So claiming an ad account moves it into your business manager. So basically here, I'm taking ownership of a specific ad account. While over here, I'm just requesting access. I'm taking ownership to your ad account. So if you ever want me to do an ad for you, I will do something like this: request access to an ad account, and then you can set up on your end how you want my access to be. You want me to be an administrator, advertiser, analyst, etc. So you can control the level of access that I have that I have access to. And as you can see, I can manage all of my other assets from here. So that's why I use Business Manager. But in the case of real estate agents, they may not need this. If you manage a team and you are really good on marketing and you are very effective on Facebook, then perhaps that's one of the reasons why you want to have business managers, so you can help your team by controlling some of their um, assets, right? Like business pages and ads accounts, etc. Now, once you have access to a specific ads manager, ads account, or business page, you can assign people. So if you are, if there's a lot of people that have access to your business manager because they work under you, they're part of your team. Um, that's why you have be able to determine how many people can have access to a specific page or ads account. I apologize, I'm running out of air. But I want to cut it here. I want to cut it short. Now remember, if you for some reason you have, that's basically completes right the end of this module. If you want to check more information, if you want to check here in a little, I don't know, give me about 3 business days for this module to be populated on the back office. You can remember that if you go to Traffic Factory for Realtors.club, you can find the access there for the back office. So if you go to Traffic Factory for Realtor, just scroll down to the bottom, right? Step 1, set up your free account. But if you already have one, you'll be able to log in, right? If you have an account, you'll set up your account. If you already have it, then click on this option, already a member, log in now. Okay. So if you have any questions, if you are having issues setting up an ad campaign, or if you already have an ad campaign and you're having some issues with it, go ahead and feel free to reach out to me. If you have any questions in reference to social media, how to do something with social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, feel free to reach out as well. All right, thank you. Have a good one. Bye.